Antoine, even right now, I think I'll never come to terms with why.
Bongani just coming from your heart, whether it's something that you appreciate or just anything, using that language. I want you to give Bongani a message. Just looking at that camera.
No problem. Tamaga, Kiabelo, Hawa, Pulula Kakanona, Kazima, Akaba, Akoshalai.
Hey, welcome back to it, Phakama Podcast with your boy, Mr. Katel CEO himself. Thank you so much. We are here and we are doing a checker. Ep05 kalani vulimilomo napoliti Phakama. Tango everyone. It's so nice to be here. Episode 5. This is only because of God. So I have a rise motivation for you guys today, which is nice, ne? So the rise motivation of today is simple. Change the room. So as you can see the new setup, we've been struggling with sound in terms of the echo of the room and everything. I know that you guys saw this in the first 3 episodes. The only thing that we needed to do, here's it. We needed to go out of the room that we were shooting in, go and find a room, ne? But here's what we needed to do. We needed to, each and every room that we got in, we needed to make noise to hear the echo of the room and the sound quality of the room. Up until we found the room that we are shooting in now. Let me tell you something. If your life has not been working out the way that you wanted it to work out, if your life you've been struggling so much because of just certain things don't want to work out, change the room. The room that you're praying in, the room that you stress yourself about, just change the room. We've changed the room, and this is the benefits that we have found. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time with us here. The episode 4 with Reverend Khan has been amazing. The views of it are amazing. You know how amazing that episode with Moruti Khan is, ne? Let me show you how amazing it is. Yo. Sup, my homie.
I'm good, boy. How are you?
Man, I'm blessed beyond belief. God is still the savior of my life. What about you?
Do you know grace?
Talk your shit.
Do you know hope?
What about that?
Do you know love?
What are you saying?
That's my life.
Thank you so much, everybody. I'm excited about today. But I'm excited about today, and the reason why I'm excited about today is because in 2 years' time, I'm finally having a sit down with this guy. I've not seen him for the past 2 years, and God said to me, first episode, no. Second episode, no. Third, no. Fourth, no. He said, let it be the 5th. Let it be a balance in between the 2 pairs that make 4. And I'm so super excited to have him on the show. On the count of 3, 2, 1, hit that subscription button, hit that like button, turn on that notification button so that you can get each and everything that you want to get from us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are rising and growing each and every time that we come to an episode. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome on the show, Vuyisile Mali. Oh man. It's been a minute. Why did you do that? Why did you leave a young man for 2 years just like that?
You know, I'm going to tell you something that most probably a whole lot of people didn't tell you.
Yeah.
A seed, once you plant it in the dark, and it's still growing, you will not nurture for it up until you see your results.
Yeah.
I had to leave this young man because this young man needed to be a young man and not a young boy.
Sure.
Trust me once I say, you know me for a fact.
Yeah.
I speak my truth the way that I speak it.
Yeah.
And Katlawo Moloi wasn't gonna grow Vista and the Alidin in the picture.
Yeah.
You needed to shine your own shine.
Yeah.
I couldn't let myself overcome your shine because there was a time when Vista was the it thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You needed to be Katlawo. I needed to disappear from the picture. People needed a new face. And with everything said and done, I'm glad that I did. Because look at what you did.
Yeah.
Look at
So I'm wearing a t-shirt done by Vista himself.
Those who know.
If you want the t-shirt, just you'll see the numbers in the description. Hit that number so that you can get the t-shirt. Totus, I want to tell this story, ne?
Okay.
I want to tell this story because I believe that, guys, I apologize because of I'm the host and the technician at the same time. I'm gonna look at the laptop a lot of times. I open a clothing brand and I say to myself, well, how do I start? You know what it is? How do I start? And I'm like, hey, hold man, I have this 1, 2, 3 going on that I want to start.
Yes.
What is the launch of the clothing brand was done and hosted by him.
Okay.
Ne? We went to Instagram and this thing that I'm wearing, the influencer thing.
Yeah.
Stock is unavailable, guys. Don't take me for this stuff. Business away. Business away.
Business is on a pause.
Yeah, business is on a
Speak
pause.
things into existence.
That's all. Business is on a pause.
Yeah.
You feel like that? So, man, I launched this thing.
Okay.
Influencer clothing brand. And trust me when I tell you this, totally so. We hosted that live on Instagram, me and Vista. And man. People from his circle joined in on the live and it was great. It was absolutely great. And it put a thing in me to say, Fana, you're gonna reach where you want to reach.
Yeah.
They order a t-shirt. These motherfuckers don't pay me. That time, dog, I did the t-shirt. He wanted a t-shirt. Oh, I know it's I gotta just book on. So I did him a white. That t-shirt is still with me at home, and I'm gonna give you it. That t-shirt is still with me at home. I did Bongani. There's this red t-shirt that I wear that has this character Hood. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
I know that.
And I did. You see that t-shirt?
Yes.
I did that t-shirt for Bongani. These guys don't fucking pay me. They don't pay me, and if they don't pay me, I don't have business.
Yeah.
I don't have business.
Okay.
My business dies, and I'm left with their t-shirts. DD2. One day, as I'm going through my wardrobe, I see the t-shirt, and I'm like, why did they do that? And I realized something when I saw them doing this. This is after I did influencer. And I realized that sometimes you start certain things for them to fail so that other people can see the courage that you had when you started them so that they can start their own things that will be even more greater than what you had imagined. So they still owe me a good $400 for those t-shirts, but it's nice because of today. I'm wearing a t-shirt that he did. And he saw the courage that I had in opening up something that you don't even know if people are gonna support.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm very thankful that it had to be 2 years till this moment.
Yeah.
2 years later, I'm seeing this man for the first time, and he's on my show.
Kanje.
Talk about God. Kanje beni ya hai ina line ya Moses. But man, how have you been, Hotman? How have you been, man?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've been content.
Yeah.
I've faced a lot of battles.
Yeah.
And I needed to face them. Kiliwan.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the fortunate thing is that once you are a chosen seed,
Yeah.
unfortunately, matata toluda olaten.
Exactly.
Shout out to Muguti Khan.
Oh.
I'm gonna quote something that he actually said this one time. Gonna go Gabegi Kopana.
Yeah.
And you guys had a great episode, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We now
Yeah.
check out Bible now. Every Bible character, Yamunna, in challenges. So if you are chosen, you're gonna have challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been having challenges.
Ever
Yeah.
since.
But trust me once I say, because I am who I am, and you know, I never give up.
Yeah.
Until-
Yeah. Absolutely.
I may be struggling, but people around me will never see it.
Yeah.
Because I am who I am.
Yeah.
I have been good.
Yeah.
I've been good, and the only thing that I actually appreciate right now is the gift of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole lot of people in the past 2 years have passed away ever since I saw Okake.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful
The gift of life.
for the gift of life, my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for
As
that.
much as you're breathing.
Bona,
Yeah.
Jack. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, Hori. We often feel as though like life is irregular something, but we owe life something. We owe life a gift of living.
Yeah.
They always say you only live once. I live every day.
Sure.
Once I wake up, I live.
Yeah.
I never live once.
You live each and every day of your
I
life.
take for one Jack.
Yeah.
I live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't live once. I live every day.
So, for someone that doesn't know who Vuyisile Mali is, and obvious, you know, each and every time, more fire. It says, ignite your mind and rise to the challenge. Ikusheshe le baba. Aska. So, for someone that doesn't know who Vista is, who Vuyisile Mali is, where did you grow up, and just what kind of an upbringing did you have? As you and Klokisa talk about that, let me go to the bathroom. I won't say why I'm going to the bathroom though.
I can't.
Yeah.
Innocent Mali
Okay.
isn't just a game, isn't just a bill. I don't know where to begin because now he's so
Yeah.
I was born ko Joan Hills,
Okay.
Esanzani private hospital.
Okay.
Skahine private hospital kana kwe. At least it came on as Spanish Shapu.
Yeah.
So that is where I was born.
Yeah.
And at that time, but when you were gonna badula Everton,
Yeah.
badula Mkukumba he received.
Okay.
And then a couple of years later, we moved to Everton West.
Okay.
That is where I began schooling.
Yeah.
Beginning in Wordhoek in Vanderbilt Park.
Yeah.
At that time, 10 on as a span. I can still remember school fees starting, I think it was 50 Rand at that time. Timer before I felt like a span, in a bus driver.
Yeah.
So he knew a lot of people who DBC,
Yeah.
what I
Yes.
Taxi
Yeah.
Association and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, with that being said and done, Timer not to every day, go for umbrella meeting, get to work 4:30,
Yeah.
to Klapa, 5 o'clock, we already on the road.
Yeah.
Go to Everton Wednesday, via Machining.
Yeah. Machining.
Machining Everton.
Yeah.
And then, Haile jwalo, I catch a bus there in the morning. Skolo qala ka 7:30. I catch a bus. Le palama up TYT kapa ho Austin. Shout out to them. I hope and pray they're still alive.
Yeah.
Ke palama bona, ke a Sgela. And then I fika Sgela, ke na Sgela shapo. After school,
Which school did you go to?
Noordhoek.
Oh, yeah.
Last school, Noordhoek.
Was it an African school?
He was paying 50 rand.
I was
for
paying
school
50 rand.
fees.
50 rand at that time.
Yeah, that time.
2001.
Oh,
Yo.
2001.
imagine.
2001. It was 50
Amazing.
rand.
Mm.
And then, fika Sgela, ke na Sgela. After school, my dad always told me that after school, you need to go to the bus stop. House of Palami 448 or Palama 112. Those were my two buses. If Kisaboni, those two buses, I cannot go home.
So the nearly cool to that in like
Yeah.
448 and
Yeah.
Okay.
Ipelegeng tsa kgale tse claret.
Nigga, yeah.
Sorry. Nkare merun. Yeah, di merun ka side.
Yeah.
And then dinal di number ka side.
Ipelegeng the buses that in yeah, 30.
Tsa nne tsa Plaza Nix.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Nedili Skycatch Nedili merun at that time.
Yeah.
448 112. If I don't see those two buses, I cannot go home. Habat mata honka. And you need to remember, inesi nakoya na social media, inesi nakoya na di phone, ya di email.
Yeah.
Habat mata honka. They needed to communicate the head office. Haba communicate the head office ya Ipelegeng because it was still go Everton.
Yeah.
My dad, ka 1 o'clock, ona tloa Everton West, atsamaka maoto aya Ipelegeng. As soon as I was TD clocks, because the tamaka bus card. As soon as I was TD a clock a cardiac, tamala mawazi na segenzi me.
Yeah.
Otloa mo at one thing, it's either o catch a lifty kapa tamaka maoto, o long kemela also
Yeah.
zone 12.
Yes.
Yeah. Every day, that was his job. Up until he got a proper job where I needed to actually, everything I needed to do by myself. And I had a proper job. He was gathering money for a taxi.
Yeah.
A JVW, yeah, at that time. And then my cobas. It's okay that Blumenese Palapart. Before that time. It was before that time. Caravane at that moment in LVW.
Yeah.
And it was popping, Anton. But it was not popping as it's popping today, Anton. And then, as time went by, it's again and work to go. Timer is a taxi driver. It's a little asanga.
Yeah.
After school, we came at the taxi stop.
He now owns his taxi.
He now owns his own taxi,
Yeah.
and he's still paying it off.
Okay.
And Kim Emela taxi stop, just like the bus stop. And then Wanga DVW Zahale di Karakar.
Yeah.
Engineer in El Kamha.
Yeah.
Ili Matanya. So one time.
Yeah.
So they I get to work time I said into Everton West, one dropper, shoot, and then Hotel Rinky. And Noordhoek, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7.
Yeah.
Grade 7 was the most greatest year of my life. I think that's when my potential was actually realized.
Yeah.
I became perfect.
Yeah.
After prefecting, Kaba in the dance group,
Yeah.
grade 7. And dance group, I think we had 14 or 15 songs. I can't remember. And you dance with your partner. Out of those 15 songs, honali a girl song, honali a boy song.
Yeah.
And then honali upside down. Upside down. So that one we perform it every year. Ever since.
Upside down.
Yeah, ever since. I think it was 1997. Group ye in this group that year
It was
chose that
school song.
specific. Yes.
Yeah.
And they chose that specific song as a generational song.
Yeah.
And then it was a generational song ever since, I think, 97, 98. Up until Wukena Rona. So those 3 songs were reserved. Boy song, girl song, Upside Down.
Yeah.
Nigga, I wanna tell you, I had my own song. Where for the first 40, 50 seconds, I was alone. And that was Lollipop. So I was my boy Lollipop.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, let me start Lollipop.
Yeah.
And then the other crew would actually join me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that year there were 4 special songs: boy song, girl song, Upside Down, and Mr. Lollipop.
Yeah, Mr. Lollipop.
Yes, man.
Do you think that was the time during the Mr. Lollipop season that you saw just what kind of a person you are and how you love expressing yourself?
It built me.
Yeah.
I don't wanna lie. It built me to a person that I am today, because that's when I actually saw people see the potential that I see in myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I was too young to understand, right now looking back, and it's a two-phase budget. I think in the next 2 weeks, I'm
Whatever motutu fete
I'm telling a very big age that once I look at it, and I look up at this I know there are those that don't like me, but it's okay, I love them. I'm turning a very big age in the next 2 weeks, so it built the type of person that I am. Fast forward, grade 7, grade 8, Kakena Suncrest High, which is also in Vanderbilt Park, the same street as VUT.
Yes.
Hauya class.
Yeah.
Grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, matric. Yeah. Matric, Nikitala athletics.
Yeah.
And I set the school record. I don't know if it's broken right now for the 800 meters. So it was a school record. I don't know if they broke it now, but 2012, I set the school record.
I need to go to the bathroom too.
No problem.
What is going on with this? Come on.
It's the presents. It's the presents.
Yeah,
One time,
man, yeah.
Matric year. Back in our day, grade 9. Sorry. Back in our day in grade 9, nevertheless what we call the CTA.
Yeah.
CTA, CAT, I can't remember, but I think it was the CTA. And then they do all of my grade just to prepare you for grade 10.
For grade 10.
One time.
Yeah.
At that moment. One time. And then we had the Math Olympiad.
Yeah.
That was sponsored by a school in Australia. And out of all the metrics that 2012, I think we were 105, 104. I can't remember properly.
Yeah.
But out of that number, more than 100, there really 4 fell out of the first round they made Olympiad. And I was one of those people. Ooh! And math. You couldn't math. You couldn't math. Pure math.
Are you good at math?
Pure math. I'm not just good at math.
You're good at you.
And
You're good at pure math.
Kispana.
Obvious.
Exactly. So you need to understand okay, accounting and math was always my thing.
Yeah.
Math Olympiad, sponsored by a school in Australia. Out of the matric, only 4 of us made it.
Yeah.
And but following grade 12, give us following, give us what's my mates. Like, can you classing, Hamaziba Baufel, and you get it. Hamaziba, Mercedes company, or this company that Lisichon Fumani, fortunate, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Randy Ramuiponi, shout out to you. And then Vuyisile Mali.
Yeah.
And I was the last one to be called.
Yeah.
And so I've always been in this leadership type of vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, bana bitse ba le 3 because bona ke bana ba bohlale.
Yeah.
Ba shapa maths and science. Nna ke shapa maths, accounting, business, le computer. CAT at that time they call it CAT.
Yeah.
And bana bitse ba le 3. So people were expecting it. And skolo sa rona sa Christian se le jwang. My grade 8 to 11. Ne re na le holo ne.
Yeah.
My grade 8 to 11 ne ba dula, I would say ground floor. Ma matric ana le upstairs ya bona. So ha re bitswa one by one, tlamehile re theohe ka di steps, tlamehile re theohe ka di steps. So I feel as though like even the deputy principal at the time, she was shocked. Because they didn't know who Vuyisile Mali was at that point.
Yeah.
And then the fourth nigga, Vuyisile Mali.
Ow.
And then
Later.
At that point.
Mm.
And then
This is high school.
Yeah.
in matric.
Yeah.
In matric, my parents, before matric, I think it was in grade 11, they promised me, Roman, if you seen that next year we are matric,
Yeah.
but my dad, unfortunately, at that moment, he lost his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost his job, and they couldn't fund me for matric dance at that moment. So now I am matric dancing now. Yeah. And it's something that for the longest of time, it has been haunting me.
Oh.
11 years I keep school.
Wow.
Yo,
I want to know.
yo, 11 years, so you guys can calculate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then matric year came,
Yeah.
and then got pass sharp.
Yeah.
I applied go NWU,
Yeah.
Northwest University.
Yeah.
And then I got provisionally accepted. But because
Puma's better.
Yeah. Puma's better.
Come on, let us see each other.
Yeah.
So I thought also
Bongani yana kind of it's
Bongani unaploma Boshapi also, but Bongani didn't live in a square camp.
no, he
No,
never
no,
lived
no,
Komkuku.
no.
I think he only lived Komkuku Hana ya Komunya High.
Yeah.
And I think it was after matric. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only time after he lost his grandparents.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and then when he started to contact him from
Oh,
his
yeah.
father's side.
Yeah.
That's the only time we don't know Kuku.
Okay, yeah.
And then Ilem Kuku.
Yeah.
After Beverly Hills, we moved to Zone 10.
Yeah.
That was between grade 7 and grade 8 and grade 9. During grade 9, that is when Gia Kaslamakas.
Obvious.
Bona, emapozeni. And then my parents got
Kadi telling.
RDP. Kadi 11.
Kadi 10, it can't be Kadi 11. You guys say Kadi 11 because okay, yes, but Kadi 10.
Kadi 11. You know why we call it Kadi 11?
Okay, what?
Kadi 10, the Ntuzabona, the Kalaka 10, and then it has 3 numbers.
Yes.
So Runa Kadi 11, it Kalaka 11.
Oh!
And then
yes.
that's why they Kadi 11, that's why
Oh,
Kadi 10.
yes.
Yes. Plabonani.
Yeah.
And then from grade 9, during the year, up until matric, up until today. And then my parents bought an RDP house. Later, they extended it into a 3-bedroom place, which is where we are living right now.
Where they are living right now.
Yeah. Where I call home.
Yes.
Where I call home.
Yeah.
So I was raised by my parents.
Yeah.
Until my result time.
What kind of a mentality did you have around the time whereby you guys are moving around, and like at that time, did you understand what your parents were trying to build for you?
I'm gonna tell you one thing, nigga. At that time, ne re shebile taba ya hore re dula di cheesy.
Yeah.
Until.
Yeah.
And then how to Everton?
Yeah.
We are Everton West. it's an upgrade. How do I Everton West or Beverly? It's an upgrade.
Yeah.
From Beverly Hills or Zone 10, it's an upgrade. I'm lying.
Oh yes.
After Zone 10.
Yeah.
That guy is snoring.
Yeah, you come to say
It's come to
It means hospitality around and
It's welcome.
yeah.
It's welcome.
Like we just want so but
Most
you
likely.
understand?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Sure.
So from Zone 10, I found a bit deflating.
Yeah.
So I felt as though like the downgrade came in from Haratua Fanababy deflating Ria Movango, RDP.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand that.
What was going on?
Like, dude, did you guys like lose a job or lose money? Are we bankrupt or something like that? But other than that, I was happy because Laufika was Gela, it was an upgrade from this place to this place. From there. So I need to keep it Mvango. Then it was better of like, Joe, like Movango from Vanabeo Park, there's no way. But now I understand what Vanabeo Park Nererenda. But Movango, my parents needed to actually take the RDP house, buy a big house.
Yeah.
So meaning that we were much more richer than all the other places that we actually lived at. One shot.
Yeah.
Because that is where Bahayden and they made it a home.
Yeah.
You get my point?
He's fast. Like he's and it's fine. No, it's fine. Keep his art like that, it's fine. Yeah.
So my director has been fighting me saying we take so much time talking about some of the things, but also in terms of catching up, it's understandable.
Yeah.
So you guys get Komovango and life continues and everything. And when I knew you also like the
Yeah.
2019, right? 2019. Yeah. I knew you so like Makriza, and I never got the warmth that Makriza gave you and your friends, because of I came in as the last born, and I've always had great stories about her. I've always had how she was not only a mother to you but also a mother to your friends. So I'd like to just understand some of the greatest things that I don't want us to dwell on it to a point that it gets emotional, but I just want to understand when you look back in retrospect, in hindsight, when you look back in hindsight, and what are the things that you say, at that time I didn't understand what mom was doing, but now looking at it, I totally do understand. Just that and the relationship that you had with your mother.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I ain't doing sharp.
Yeah.
I don't wanna lie, even today.
Yeah.
I still question God
Yeah.
a whole lot. Because I don't understand. There's no way, okay, heaven needed her more than as Banabai.
Yeah.
So,
2019, how old were you?
cool. I was we are 2023 right now.
Yeah.
I'm 2029. So minus that by 4.
Yeah.
I was 25 at that time. So I couldn't understand.
Yes.
Until even right now, I think I'll never come to terms with why her. Until
Yeah.
it hurts me.
Yeah. Can we pause
pause
a
that?
little? Yeah. Can we pause a little
Pause
bit? Are you
Pause.
Maximum. Oscar Nasaha, it was Saha. How was it?
No.
Okay.
There's
There's a sound coming in.
I get
Is it recording? Okay, yeah. Yeah, how tough was straight to play on? I feel like decided
Alright, yeah. Now we had to take a small breather in between, but we back with it, man. Yeah, so yeah, we were on your mother thing. 3 things that your mother, as you look back in hindsight, that I'm grateful for.
Yeah. Honestly speaking,
Yeah.
Magriza Olwanete education yaka.
Sure.
She always was there. She was big on education.
Yeah, more than anything.
More than anything.
Yeah.
She invested so much into my education.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that because look at where I am today.
Oh, yes.
By the way, I'm graduating on Wednesday. Zgela.
Okay.
So Zgela.
Yeah.
It's been a good 2 years.
Yeah.
A year. I can't remember. A year and a half or 2 years. So I'm graduating on Wednesday officially.
And this is
Thanks.
2 weeks before your birthday, right?
This is 2 weeks before my
So
birthday.
where are we celebrating your birthday?
I'm not sure. I don't wanna lie. I'm not sure.
Okay,
Because
but then, are we coming to Pretoria?
do you guys wanna come to Pretoria?
When is your birthday coming? It's on
On the 5th. It's gonna be on Monday. So we can either celebrate it that weekend prior to the
on the 5th?
Phakama 5.
On the 5th of May.
No, June.
Oh, I mean June.
Yeah.
So we are shooting the 6th episode on the
3.
Third.
on the 3rd,
On the 3rd, yes.
which is
It will be on a Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
We are shooting on Sunday.
Yes.
Which is
The
the
6th
fourth.
episode on the
Which is on the
Sunday.
4th.
So we can come to Pretoria on
Next week, the following week.
The following week, go to Phakama 5
Yes.
the following week. Can it not be the 16th?
of June.
No wait, are we doing something on the Saturday, yeah, before we shoot?
No, I don't think so.
Which is on the 3rd.
I think then we can come to.
I'm not sure.
I think then we can come to.
We can talk.
Yeah, we'll talk over the
Go
phone.
WhatsApp. Yeah. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Yeah, but yeah, we're speaking about mom. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was big on education. The second thing that I appreciate Gamagriza,
Sure.
she was a leader.
Yeah.
Kaklu.
Yeah.
My dad was the head of the house, but my mom was the leader.
Sure.
And you need to understand, leadership is not something that you choose, it chooses you.
Yeah.
True.
And today I can stand proud in saying that I am who I am, especially once it comes to like leadership,
Yeah.
because of mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere that I go, spanning, classing, like you can name
Everywhere.
them.
Yeah,
I'm always the
everywhere.
youngest,
Yeah.
but I'm always.
A leader. A
Thank
good
you.
leader.
Thank you. Thank you. And right now, as I'm speaking to you, I was recently voted as one of the trustees of the complex that I stay in.
Oh.
And I'm the youngest
Yeah.
That's super.
amongst them.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest. And I did say that, Hore, with everything said and done,
Yeah.
it's a title that I actually add on to the titles that I have.
Yeah.
So currently you are now in Pretoria, right?
Yes, Victoria, Montana.
So how is Pretoria life? Like, Dintanga.
Okay, just to mention the last thing about my mom, she taught me how to be a great parent.
Okay.
Because I am the parent that I am today because of the mother that I had.
Yeah.
Anton.
Yeah,
So those are the 3 things that are very priceless.
Yeah.
Anton.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Just to answer you, my brother.
Yeah.
Victoria!
Because I'm asking because we are busy planning.
Yeah.
Okay.
To move that side.
He told me.
Yeah, he told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told you.
Yeah.
So we are busy planning to move that side. Hence, I'm asking you, how's Pretoria life?
Pretoria.
Pito.
And shout out to my friends in Pretoria, Major League, Sasa Homies. Man. Sure.
Pretoria is very nice.
Yeah.
I don't wanna lie. Pretoria is very nice. It gives you a different view of Morehuletzente.
Sure. It's a
Vaal,
productive place.
Valley Inyani.
Yeah.
And a Valley, it's about who you know.
Yeah.
Pretoria, it's about who you are.
Yeah.
Pretoria makes you feel like an individual that you are.
Sure.
And especially if you're gonna stay true to who you are, Pretoria will treat you as the individual that you are. If I could compare Joburg and Pretoria, Joburg is more of once you're a bachelor,
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah.
Pretoria is more of family orientated
Yeah.
type of place.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm saying it makes you feel like an individual because you choose the life that you want to live in Pretoria.
Yeah.
When you get it.
Yeah.
So Pretoria is nice. And manga kare eng ka Pitori, hey kai watch our tima,
Yeah.
but I'm grateful. And it's not kabuhlale bakapak, kibuhlale bamdini. I never left go diklasi tsa Pitori.
Yeah.
I went from Easteres, Makalatin,
Yeah.
and then Little Kikas. Ma because Kikas yama Kalat.
Yeah.
And I can praat. Ek praat baie mooi Afrikaans.
Yeah.
Ja.
Ja. Ek kan nie praat.
Ja, ek praat baie mooi Afrikaans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
En soos ek jou sê, ek het van Easteres afgetrek to Montana. And Montana is more of suburb.
Yeah.
So I experienced ntotse sharp. And a Makala thing, if you can speak Afrikaans, onali passport.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I was able to blend in because of that. And there's a whole lot of people that has actually mistaken me for
Being
a
colored.
colored.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is coming up, but I've got a mixed race, mixed interracial. Ne?
Yes,
yeah,
interracial.
interracial son.
Yeah. That is
The mother is colored and
Yeah.
I am black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Pretoria gave you a family vibe
Yes.
type of thing.
Bona, it
wasn't hard for you to move that side,
yes,
yeah.
because they get wa lelapeng la mentate le bana ba heso.
Yeah.
So Pretoria made me feel at home because ke tswa lelapeng mo loreng it's a functional family, if I may put it, or a typical family in other people's eyes. It's more
Sure.
mentate
Yeah.
bana ba heso type of vibe.
Yeah, and I spoke on that on my Facebook post yesterday. Well, I didn't speak on it because I believe that it was the spirit that was speaking. But you then become a father,
Jeez.
man,
Yo.
to a chubby. We were speaking about it on yesterday. When were we speaking about it yesterday? I said Vuyo needs to lose weight.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
He was to a chubby, yellow bone nigga, you know, that is full of life, is full of joy. You understand? I want to understand this, ne? Which is almost the same question that I asked Tadu.
Yeah.
Holding him for the first time. Take me back to that.
Dude, I think your viewers is actually seeing me. I'm quite an emotional person.
Yeah.
The first time ke tla be ke kopana le Vuyo. In Lisbon, Vuyo was born on a Friday, the 1st of April 2016.
Yeah.
I got a call from Mewadani.
Which is the baby mama.
She's more than that.
Yes.
Yes.
She's more than that. Don't you be texting V star saying hey. She's more than that.
She's more than that.
Yeah.
I believe Lenzwe baby mama actually a downgrader the woman that
Yeah, that she is.
the woman that I want to describe her as because she's a phenomenal woman, especially once it comes to Ngwana Rona. Like she's a great mother. And believe me once I say I wouldn't choose anyone else, even today, to actually mother my son.
Yeah.
Not just a child, my son.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted firstborn, yet I didn't want him. You get it?
Yeah.
I got a call from her mother. it was 12:05
Yeah.
p.m. Gilisipani. Dane is in labor, but I'll keep you updated. I'm like, she's in labor, okay, cool. So I couldn't understand who in labor, but I don't feel like but I just didn't want to stress myself over the metrics.
Yeah.
22 minutes past 12.
Yes, sir.
I got a call that my son was born.
Yeah.
I was on my way back to the office. And then my lunch started at 12. If I like a quarter to 1. And I started crying.
Yeah.
I started crying and I don't know what came over me. One joy. Maybe the fact that I was still young. Maybe the fact that where is life gonna take me after that?
Yeah.
Or the fact that my son is born and he's healthy. Because before he was born, there was a lot of complications around his delivery. I spoke to my team leader. My son is just born, so I need to leave. It's the 1st of April. And there's a really good friend of mine. I've been friends with this guy since 2008. So it's been over 12, 15 years. Bahlakwana once told me that the way that you jokes at you, like a clown.
You are a clown.
You are a clown.
Yeah.
And in the way that you are a clown, God actually played a practical joke on you. Because once I went to my child, she thought that I was actually.
Because of its April Fool.
She thought you were lying.
She thought that I was pulling a prank on her. So Phakama always reminds me, nigga, the way Olin Klaunuka did, God was also aware. When you get clown. So once I get clown, people say someone like. Trauma, went to the hospital. Obviously, familiar than because I didn't have a car back then. I had to use taxis. And it was from Watlu to the central of Pretoria. So I needed to take a shuttle, Yaspani, and then Kanka taxi after the shuttle. So it was 2 taxis basically. Once I held him, and I still have that picture.
Yeah, please send me. I'm gonna put it up here.
I will. Like, I still have that picture. And then I kissed him. And then I posted on my then Facebook. Daddy, I'm gonna kiss you up until you are 16, my son. I can still remember. Yeah, man. So there was nothing that could actually replace feeling that. I don't wanna even know.
You know one thing about children, like bana ba khona go etsa mojita ne I push it. Like also na ngwana, like right now you know what, now I'm a father, I need to push myself to do better and to change my mentality and you understand? Like at some point ngwana wa khona go push her to be a better person. You understand? That's so amazing about children.
You would even swear that he has a kid as his
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
Before my son was born,
Yeah.
I was a boy.
Yeah.
But after my son was born, I became a man.
The mentality changed.
And I actually realized that, you know what? This is what life is all about.
Yeah.
The gratitude of actually loving somebody without limits.
Yeah, sure.
Despite what they do, despite who they are, you love them irregardless.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to look at my relationship with my son through social media.
Yeah.
But the people that know the type of relationship that I have with my son,
It's real.
they know.
Yeah, it's real.
And that is why there's something that you said. We say I don't know, that something along the lines of he's a ball of energy and he brings pure joy. That is why I named him Vuyo. Because the direct translation of Vuyo in English is joy.
It's joy.
So he lives up to the name that I actually gave him.
Yeah. Which is a very beautiful moment. And I think, which comes to the question that I want to ask you. I never felt the full warmth of my father. I love my father. I love him so much that every day I ask myself, why do you love this guy?
Yeah.
You know,
After everything that he did.
and there's nothing that really comes to mind as an answer, but the fact that there's nothing that comes to mind and I still love him besides that gives me the gratification to say I love him nonetheless, you know. Well, there are absent fathers out there. You know, there is someone that is currently watching this and is in the moment of being an absent father to a point that they've not cared for their child in the past 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know how their child is doing, they don't know. So my question is to you, what do you say to fathers that are absent in their lives and purposely so?
Yeah.
In the lives of their children, what message do you give to those fathers? You as especially young fathers, you as a young father yourself.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, with everything said and done, kids are born in this world through our own actions as parents.
Yeah.
And then we as parents end up using those very same kids as a tool to fight against each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, my nigga. Like, if you are an absent father, you're missing out on one of the greatest experiences that a man can ever have in his whole entire life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's nothing that I actually enjoy more than being Motswadi wa motho.
Sure.
Like, there's nothing that you say out of all the titles that people give me, out of all the names that people give me,
Yeah.
my most favorite name is Daddy. And Vuyo Hapazami, not even how the Damatus, he never ever makes a mistake. Now I'm beaten and beat. I'm born, I'm Daddy. Okamatusaka to me so, Daddy. So there's nothing that actually gives me greater joy than being called a daddy. And I'm not just a father. A man can be a father, but it takes a great man to be a daddy. So now I'm not a father. I'm a daddy. And I'm giving something that not even money can buy. I feel as though like most of young fathers feel as though like once I'm financially there for my child, I'm present. How are you gonna tell me now you're gonna actually become less of a father to that child?
Sure.
So I'm physically, emotionally, psychologically, and financially, spiritually there for my son. And I'm proud to say that. Because why? Vuyo, even once he sleeps in the same bed with me, he would always tell me, Daddy, hold me. And I've always wanted a child that could express himself emotionally as a man without feeling judged by the world. People are gonna think I'm less of a man because I ask my daddy to hold me once I sleep. I ask my daddy to do this. I ask my daddy to do that. So once that child actually looks at you, he needs to see a superhero.
Yeah.
There's Spider-Man, there's Hulk, there's Spider-Man, there's Hulk, there's Iron Man.
Yeah.
But before all those superheroes, Vuyo knows Daddy comes first. Then Gebo Goku.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. You know Vista Njaka, topic yeah, fatherhood, you know? Like it touches me a lot.
Yeah.
Because not dog I grew up not even Tamalaka like present.
Yeah.
He was there but not present.
Yeah.
in my life.
He was alive. He was just alive.
Let me just tell you a sad story. I don't even think I'm going to forget, but I'm past that. I'm just mentioning it right now because of Fatherhood. You understand?
Yeah.
When I was doing my first year, I need to birthday when I was doing daycare. You remember I told him I need to birthday ya 1 year. So my mom in a principal
Okay.
daycare center.
Okay.
So event ya birthday ya ka in a hosted go Gretchen E.
Yes, sir.
Gretchen E. This is where my father lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vista Tamaraka didn't even picture up Njaya. You understand?
For that.
The funny thing is that all I feel like Tamaraka like in him drive and body taxi and all of that. All I feel on that day,
Yeah.
I think when I thought about drop about taxi,
Yeah.
so when I saw the private day,
Yeah.
you understand? All I feel and then my lady my lady Hatswa, Emo, keep it there, totally.
I mean,
like,
yeah, like you don't have to buy it.
Because Chosans everything, you understand? Everything, you understand? By that time, obviously, now I see a man. Not about man, okay, but there's only one person, Examboni, you understand, which is my father. The man on a faith at all. Guess who the man in thing? Makiza ka to mkono like I don't ask you or anything.
Just show face.
Just show your face.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The man ka letsa fela bibi avaya paka koloi. So time una rata wa bona di peanuts tsana ke tse ba di bitsa tsane tse le you need to hold tse two.
Then crush them. Yeah.
Those big nuts. Those big nuts on top. Ka paka koloi ploma ka ntle e tshella di peanuts tsa hae. Event o tla direng
It's front opposite.
so ke crèche ke daycare center. O ploma you understand? So by that time we killing Toana wa bon understanding next, you understand? And Magriza ona sa batlo ntshela guidance ka ofela because of why ona sa batlo hong siya ke loan damage go asa batlo khosa bo enga you understand? To show you their money and all of that, you understand?
Which is understandable.
In any corner ananjuta hasabona, you know what the man no now I think I could tell him everything because of why I was always asking her, like, hey man, I'm Jalbona Kaufela, man, Tasha down, and so, damn, no guy, you understand? So, you know, Boma Krisa Baja, they always find a way out of Brashe, Dinto. Why? Ora protected,
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, that's in Jaga, that's the saddest thing in Jaga, and the funny thing is that no Jaga. No Jaga, little man.
You guys are
like and even once Aksomubuzo, I could tell you the stories of Shokudan, Area Bed, you understand? Not Jaga, you Jaga, Kabua the whole
just about fatherhood, which is understandable, and
exactly.
And you know, just speaking as we conclude on the issue of fathers, guys, here's the thing why we want to touch on just these kind of conversations. Not a lot of you actually say it, but we know that a lot of you actually miss the presence of your fathers as much as you didn't know them. And with this show, our hope is to heal the child inside of you, so that when you grow older than you are now, you get to realize just the beauty of certain moments that happened in your life and how they changed you. So as we're talking about father stories, first time my father is a character though. Like my father is a character. So here's the thing, when you guys, not us, when you guys get us to
200 subscribers, I'm going to have an episode with my father. That's what I promise you. McG promised Chillers to have an episode with his mother at 1 million. I say 200 subscribers, we're going to have an episode with my father. My father is a Mumish. And I love him for that. First time he sees me with Mabigani, my girlfriend, you remember her, my long relationship term girlfriend. So Retwa go high. So funny thing about God, what's on the movie started it's my grandmother's street, which I live with my grandmother.
Yeah.
The following street is my mother and my stepfather and Tabo, my last sibling.
I would know.
Obviously you would know. 4 streets away is my father's house. Like it's my father's home. Udula le Magriz. Just 4 streets away. Ne? First time he sees me, give violin. So obviously I want
Yeah.
He says to me, Kahle. And my father is a young cool guy,
Yeah.
you know, a young cool guy, just like
Okay.
He says to me, Kahle, give me. So I look at him, he comes. Use a condom. That was it. I appreciated that more than a father that could have sat me down and explained to me that you know 1, 2, 3, you know 1, 2, 3, you know 1, 2, 3. Just that on its own.
Yeah.
I appreciated it. You know what? After he said use a condom, he turned around, walked away. He wasn't walking alone. He was walking with a girlfriend also. You get my point. To say those are the small painful moments that we look at in hindsight and be like, what the fuck? This dude actually cared about me.
Yeah.
He just didn't have the platform, you know, to show it.
Yeah.
So to all the fathers that are feeling like they don't have the platform to actually show their kids that they love them, just try to do the small little things. Then I think there will be any direction. Vista, how do we keep young boys masculine enough and young girls feminine enough for them just to understand the pureness that comes with being masculine and feminine in this world that is so changing every day? You understand? How do you advise them, you know, to say these are the advantages of being masculine and these are the advantages of being feminine? How do you aim or look forward to having that conversation with Vuyo?
I'm gonna tell you something. My boy is quite a character.
Sure.
And whatever he says, he believes in it. Just the other day, he was speaking about a person that doesn't have a proper IQ. It's like, your IQ is very low, mommy. Why would you do that? You know? So I'm gonna tell you something. For me, let kids be kids.
Yeah.
Sure.
At a time that they need to be kids. We live in a very social media orientated world, but don't forget to let kids be kids. I feel as though like sometimes we expect so much from our kids, we actually forget they're still growing up.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they still need to find themselves in this whole world.
Yeah.
Vuyo looks up to me. The songs that we listen to, the type of language. No, loudspeaker.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
And because I say that a lot, he saw that in me.
Yeah.
But I still want him to be himself.
Yeah.
We shouldn't live our dreams through our kids, because that is where we actually destroy our kids. That is where we start comparing our kids to the next person. That is why we start comparing our kids to their cousins and stuff like that. Let kids be kids at a time that they need to be kids. And trust me, once I say, they will react as kids and they will respond as kids. And should the time come where you actually need to explain, this is how a man, because why? You won't be saying, my son, look at where I am.
Yeah.
This is how a man needs to behave. No. I'd be telling Vuyo that, you know what, son, from everything that you've actually been and achieved, I'm proud of the man that you are today, because you were always able to actually express yourself. My son wants to be a scientist. And in the black culture, let's be honest,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's very weird.
Yeah.
I wanna be a scientist. Like a scientist.
Yeah.
And because Mewa Heikel colored, they are exposed to certain things at a very young age. And I had to learn a lot from Mewa Vuyo in how I actually need to parent Vuyo, because I come from a background more lori there are certain things to lori how it looks
Weird.
like why would you tell your father why would you tell your father that you love him? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? But through Mewa Vuyo and through the way that Vuyo is, I was able to actually realize that it's not wrong of you to tell your child every day that you love them, that you appreciate them, that you're proud of them. Because that's what actually builds them.
Yeah.
That's what builds a man to be a man. Because he's able to actually say, with everything said and done, my dad was always able to tell me he's proud of me.
Yeah.
With the bare minimum. I'm going to tell you something about my son.
Yeah.
Hana graduated grade R. There were 4 categories, school on Sahai, that you could actually gain a trophy. I posted it on my TikTok. Out of all the 4, and you need to understand, his first name is Zeke. So so he's the last one. Before they could call him, obviously you get worried. But I used to tell them, they are gonna call my son. He's my son. You can go on my TikTok. There's that specific video. Trophies are high, the certificates are high. Because I believe in him that much. I don't want him to look up to me to an extent, Molore. I can also breathe because I'm also human. I'm gonna flop. But he needs to understand and say that my daddy will always be there for me.
Yeah.
Once I actually need a man in my life.
Sure.
And as Kakecho, I'm not degrading anyone's tradition or anything of that sort. So o batla go romella thabeng hore ke lo rutwa ke ntate o mong hore ke be ntate jwa o le teng ka tlung. It's weird, and I'm not undermining batho ba ileng thabeng, but for me it's weird hore ntate wa hao o isa thabeng e le ntate ka tlung hore o lo rutwa ke motho o mong ho ba ntate. It's weird, dog. It's weird. It's flipping weird. It's for me personally, I just don't understand it. Meaning that we're not inside the house. You're not man enough to actually teach me how to be a man.
Truth. Yeah, truth, man.
Wow.
So, let's leave the serious notes. I hope you guys heard. Me and this guy go to Sprayed, Mechi. I don't know if it's Sprayed or Sprayed View. It's me, it's Vista, it's Bongani, it's Tato. 4 of us.
Yeah.
Shout out to the niggas.
Shout out to the niggas.
Yeah.
Hey, they gave me the best times of my life, man. We got to Sprayed, dog. I think Sprayed is a 1 room.
Yeah.
Ne? So there were rooms. So the people that we went to, we go to that room. You know, we chill, drinking, obviously. So there's a knock. Okay. I need a score. I need a score. These guys have been the people that were showing me how to do things. This is how we do that. This is how we do that. I'm like, hey, I just need a chance.
You are now telling the story.
And I'm sure he brought it up. And not Orange Farm. Oh, what's a machine? That's Orange Farm. It was me, you, Tato, Bongani, Tumelo, and Tumelo was there.
Oh, and I was with him a good 3 weeks back.
Tumelo was there.
Tumelo Chaswana. Mpana Musa hawabuke. Because I think Musa na ukla ho rena le batho.
Yeah.
Ke Musa. The girl. So I'm excited now.
You know it.
Bavula umnyango bhuti. Bavula umnyango bhuti.
Musa wa ke pana. Musa lona le tseba di frontal no. Lona le tseba di frontal no. Emana Musa sharply with you prawa makeup is on point. You know, like wamona
Everything is on.
mamela mfana sheba Musa ke Musa.
Yeah.
Musa hakena. Okay, let me not say the preferences, but yeah. Musa ushay. Musa kuya ka kamri. You know, so it's just the bedroom and the dining room. It's a room, you know.
Yeah.
There's really nothing much separating in between.
Yes.
So Musa, mama we playing games, you know, we playing games and you know we drinking and stuff. Hey, something in me says fun.
Yes, boy.
I don't feel to show them who you are.
Yes, boy.
I'm like sha. I'm like I'm coming back.
Yes, boy.
Ke bloma betting le Musa ke zama speaking yana ke zama chama musanya.
Yes, boy.
Hey, Musa weird, man. Hey, Musa weird, man. Hey, man, Musa weird.
Yeah.
You know, awkward.
Yeah.
I'm like, ke
Okay.
khutlela hape 2 minutes nyana ke re zama musanya na man.
Yeah.
Hey, Musa weird, man. Sha. About 3 a.m., 2 a.m. Ay, se khatetse re kena koloi nga vai.
Yeah.
Before this motherfucker starts the car,
Yeah.
he says to me, so katla uvela wabona. What's that?
Get that in
Let me give one.
No, I said that's me.
Oh,
I was
okay,
showing you
Musa.
a picture.
Picture ya Musa. Okay.
Go on, Musa. We can't post the picture of Musa, ne?
Yeah.
But trust me, Musa is more prettier than you guys. Some of you guys. Emana, I cannot follow him, but you baba so very juicy.
Yeah.
I'm like didn't they see what?
And Wangane laughs the loudest. Hey, Wangane's laugh. Hey, Wangane's laugh is loud.
Yeah.
Tatua's laugh. Yo,
This one is not the laugh.
I'm not
the laughter. He's the one that is perpetuating this. I'm like, at this time our relationship was so strong that they know I would tell them their own shit, you know. But I'm fana hawa bona vele or Musa ki gay. I'm like, wait a moment.
Buta pele kopa on picture.
This is a man.
That is a man.
This is a man.
Okay, you know what? For purposes of
sorry.
Even the photographer wants to see the picture.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Like if guys, disclaimer, like we're not judging it.
Yeah, no, we're not judging. We're not judging. We are going to put the picture. But Musa, we can't put the picture. But
We can't.
And we can't put the picture
without
the permission.
his consent.
Yes.
Hey, Totiso, Musa ki gay. That explains why Musa was afraid to come in and Musa got in and went straight to the bed.
To the bed, yes.
Mfana, from that day, everyone doesn't believe me when I tell the story. I almost
He did.
You know, okay.
He almost did.
Mfana, shit. Like, they said, and these niggas laughed at me from that place till we got to the place that we were going at.
Yeah.
Like, that was the most hilarious story.
Is this the first time Unjeta stood to Musa?
It's not.
It's not.
I've told everyone at the
Because
college.
there's a picture now.
Yeah, no.
You understand?
It makes it
Because I remember, the time I need to really go
There was I was telling this story when I was telling the students that we live with this story.
Yeah.
And most of the girls couldn't believe me. They were like, you lying, dog. You lying.
You're the one I don't know in Shabby.
There's a phone that's about to cry.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah, cry.
Oh.
It's cry.
Besexele kancane Tokisi. Ukuthi ngimthole uPalisi. Kancane futhi.
And I'm Jack.
What?
Because from my side and my own experience, once I upload a picture on Facebook, right, all shirtless, showing my tattoos and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right, I would expect a whole lot of women to actually slide into my DMs.
Yeah.
Most of the people that slides in my DM are gay guys. Because I don't know why, apparently I scream that.
Yeah.
So I was able to actually identify from the get-go, because I've got an eye for it. One time.
Yeah.
Bongani also has an eye for it. So the first two people that actually realized that, Kinna Lebongani. And because we have our own language.
Yeah.
Ndalbongani, he knows about it.
Yeah, he told me.
Send him con.
Yeah.
Tamakawa Beshakaki, Okino Halaja, Lava Pasha. And then we laugh, me and him. So, Mashitama, they still trying to learn the language. Some understand, but they can't respond. None we speak it fluently. So, send him con.
That time, I mean, what are you laughing at? I'm trying to prove a point to these guys that I'm here and that's it. I just didn't know that I was doing
because you need to understand in saying, because I look at all through the YPD, already there's a reputation, AME.
Sure.
And he knew about it before we could befriend him. So you need to understand in saying that you're coming into a lion's den full of alpha male lions. You still a cub. Just like Simba once he was rolling in that tunneling and he was testing his rope. That was Katleo.
And I was testing my rope.
He was testing
on the wrong people.
He was.
Sheba.
We forgave him because there was a time when they were not sure up until we actually be Nalbongani.
Sure. It was not only me.
So it was not only
I was not alone.
It was not.
I was alone in the mission of
chasing the prey, but homofata. He wasn't alone.
That is a hilarious story.
He wasn't alone.
And people don't believe that I almost did.
No, you almost did.
Or when I say, okay, alright, so we're not going to something about I think we're gonna break the rules. I think we're gonna post Snapper Samosa, just hide their face. But it's not gonna make sense.
It's not gonna make sense.
But trust me, Musa is beautiful more than Musa.
Musa is more than handsome. But we can't.
But it's fine.
But Skaki, so the people that know will know.
Yeah.
One shot. And the people that knows that there don't happen niggas that would wear makeup to a point that you learn our fashion. You get it. So Musa is one of those.
That was one of the hilarious stories that I've had. I've had such beautiful moments with my cheetah dog, and we were speaking on it off air to say, so I appreciate these people so much because how you appreciate me and me coming into your life is almost the same way with these.
Action.
We good? Okay.
And a whole lot of people are gonna hate me. Remember that how many
And you're the first person.
Legit, like it's just gonna be there.
It's not because it's gonna take them out of their comfort zone. Sorry about that, guys. We had to charge certain things. So I wanted to say to you, you have a great relationship with Bongani Khalikani, and do we agree now that you're gonna give us a part 2?
Yeah.
This was just a show that we were, catching up and, not much. Here's what I want you to do, Vista. I'm going to dare you. With the language that you and Bongani only understand, I want you to look at the camera and using that language, I want you to tell something Bongani just coming from your heart, whether it's something that you appreciate or just anything. Using that language, I want you to give Bongani a message. Just looking at that camera.
No problem. Tamaka Kiabelo, our Punilaka Kanona, Kazima, Agaba, Akoshalai. Ke ne batho mogwale pe a tseinyeng go e ente fukwazala onoma thoseng o nya tshele go e ontale a te kauntala gadi ga bogala gadi ba shasa kwa bo defo o lo ha votsa foho ke be fa ke ba bo tengene ga Johanna gadi lo business tishi ba nya tshela go indef tshosong ke tla ya tshela tabana ba go ikazima ka wana bano tengene ni has na pe difitle ka ba ya tshela le fa go indef ke tsa lo ke kazima ba bo indef ba no ba fa o ke la ja di no ba no ntho ne tsa tsodi tse no tsa fa o ke la fela tse ga no ba no ba ne on indef ke go luda ke phashiti he yana ba ga tenge seneji no o yo tsoga le bonka yana ba ke go luda go trostana tenge ne wa bitsa go e te ga lo indef la hilevi tibini haline wa ja phashiti ya no ntone fi tindo bikada yedu idin kane tibini haline wa ke go luda go trostana na ba lefa for zida inene go e phashiti tsela tsene le na ba ya le giving ne kingen da fa ke la tso bitso go pananta baby
I didn't understand any shit.
No, you didn't understand any shit, nigga. You didn't understand any shit.
On behalf of our
Of the viewers, yeah. Sorry guys,
I
then.
didn't understand shit.
Yeah.
No.
That one, that message was delivered to Malaysia. Sorry, I'm using the laptop is over. This has been a long shoot. Toti, so your last words to Vista?
Vista, thank you so very much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Ngamla. Looking forward for that last episode, episode 10 that we're going to shoot. So, guys, this is what is going to happen. We are going to shoot 9 episodes with interviews, and on the 10th episode, that is when we'll be closing season 1. And with closing season 1, we are going to have a panel whereby we'll be discussing some of the important topics that were raised in the episodes. Vista, your message to the viewers and Phakama Podcast, man.
Guys, I just wanna say keep up supporting the young niggas. One thing that I can tell you is that there's a whole lot of things that actually goes behind them actually delivering an episode for you guys. Like, we don't actually appreciate it enough once you actually viewing a certain episode, but once you're actually behind the scenes, you actually tend to realize that there's a whole lot of shit that actually goes behind the scenes. So with your support, guys, only we can actually make this podcast grow until any. Yes, a lot of people may feel as though like Katla is only interviewing and stuff like that. But one thing that I can tell you is that I feel as though he's only interviewing people that he looks up to, especially for this season, whereby he actually the viewers, and because certain people were actually influential in his life, he's hoping to actually have the same response from the viewers side and say, these people actually got me from point A to point B. So Liluna, I want you guys to actually see them in a certain direction or a certain angle, because there's more to these people than what you guys see Strateng, Kappa AME, Kappa YPD. So I would just like to appreciate your viewers, your supporters, and like I'm saying, there's a whole lot of things that actually goes behind shooting the episode. I think I got here about past 1.
Yeah.
And right now,
2-6 or 5.
10 past 5. You get it. So there's a whole lot of things that actually goes behind shooting. It goes from laughter to us crying. Well, I was crying.
Well, I cried also today, yeah.
So there's a whole lot of emotion and dedication and sweat that actually goes behind the shooting day. Appreciate Mr. CEO, your presenter, and I feel privileged from my side. This is the first time that you guys actually see him on camera with my interview. So appreciate him as well for showing his face. So what's like that nigga behind the voice. People that are here that you are guys interview, But with my episode, it was the first time that they actually
got to see.
You get my point. So I feel privileged, especially after episode daily shooting in the last time. I think I told Kathleen that, dude, the pressure is getting worse. Like, Mogote Khan delivered a masterpiece, and I don't think there's anyone that could actually ever top that, especially the season 1.
Yeah.
But I'll pitch up, and I'll give what I can give. And one thing that I'm gonna ask you when I'm Mr. CEO, because I can see you relationship you're learning your growth. I'm gonna ask you, don't look up to me too much. Because there are certain things, Lori, it comes with you looking up to me that I can't deliver. There are certain things, Lori, once you look up to me, then you know for a fact, okay, I can actually do this and that. But there are going to be moments where I actually disappoint you. There's going to be moments, Lori, I let you down. This is where I need the man in you to step up and tell me, so. We as men, we don't appreciate each other enough to a point, Lori. We uplift each other. The only thing that we are capable of looking at, you get my point? And then we brag, Bona Vista Wednesday, I could have done this in a different way. But we don't appreciate each other, we don't uplift each other. I'm not saying don't look up to me, but I want you to also realize that Vista is only human. And there are certain moments where he also needs somebody to actually drag him from whatever mud he's going through. And sometimes you need to be that person. Sometimes he needs to be that person. Because one thing that I can tell you, once you look in the mirror, how boni Vista, bona kakle. So once you're looking up to me, it's like how bona speed or bona Vista, how boni kakle. I want you to also be an individual in whatever you do. Don't forget to be an individual. Don't forget to be yourself. Because one thing that I can trust you, dog, we just don't allow anyone into our circle. We just didn't allow anyone without us realizing that this nigga has potential. This is the time for you to take that potential to the next day. One thing that I can tell you, Rona Harsan the young men, really the men, I think that generation you look up to, Raja Kalende. I know in Kalende, it has nothing to do with the AME, it has nothing to do with the YPD, but it's how we actually live as men separately. Bongani lives in his own apartment, Tato lives in his own apartment, Tepo owns a house, I live in my own apartment. So right now, we're trying to build ourselves as men, not young men anymore. This is where you need to step up and take the baton. And we are passing it over. So this is me passing the baton over to you in saying that, dude, now you need to run the race. You need to be the next Usain Bolt. You need to actually get to the point, Molori, one day when somebody in the next generation, idea is so, is actually the one that passed the baton on to me. So this is my 2 cents in saying, this is your time. I was never a member ya AME. Nake mo apostola ki kolobitso apostola. Archbishop Vuyisile Mali was the biggest archbishop Kosbuki, which was my grandfather. Ki mo kolobitso enti. Ki mo apostola. Anton. And ki mo lifi. Nek shapa di phala beke mali. You get my point. So AME welcomed me as the visitor that I was, but I got 2 years in, or 3 years, I was so active that I was able to touch the lives that I also didn't realize. So this is your time.
Thank you so much.
This is your time to actually shine, and don't shine. Stand in front of us.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mikey. Thank you so much, Mikey. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, you have it. Heard it from first of us here. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us till this moment. So my mic is dead. My laptop is dead. Hence I'm speaking on these guys' mics. But thank you so much for continuing blessing us with your time. Thank you so much for continuing blessing us with your attention. We love you guys. Love you guys. And if Batubari I never was succeed.
Don't fail.
And that's how we close the show, homies. Can we take a picture? Can we take a picture before the camera dies?